Welcome to the Short Funk Podcast. I'm Tom Barbalet, and today, The Originator. This was one of the last tracks that made the Isle of the Apes CD. It was the only real collaboration. I mean, you might count the Helen Thompson track perhaps as a collaboration, No Late March. There were various other tracks on the CD that were just kind of put there by others as a means of alluding to potentially future work together. I'm not going to talk too much about the political aspect of the Isle of the Apes CD. I wanted to talk about The Originator. The Originator was a collaboration with me and an individual who went by the name MC Turing. He was a fellow actually who sold me the PowerBook 1400, and I constantly went back associated with audio quality, and CD recording as well was really difficult on the device. So I went back periodically and met with him to try and resolve these technical issues, and somewhere through the discussion I mentioned that I was recording an audio CD as part of the Australian Film Commission grant, and he said, he did various things as well, and he provided me a CD of his work. And The Originator was a collaboration of his kind of beat exploration and 2 or 3 elements from me. The elements from me were obviously the vocal sample, also the polymorphic kind of freestyle, piano playing, which was interesting at the time because it was a theme that I utilized but normally had like more stuff around it. This was just like an individual single hand playing of this particular theme as opposed to a broader playing of it. The part that I wanted in there in particular was the scratching, which comes from a track called Simply Done by a group called Too Deep. Now, Too Deep was one of the first rap records that I bought in the US when I was here, when I was age 13. It's from, I think, 1990. And that was so thematic in my early DJing that I needed to include this scratch sample just to give a shout out back to Too Deep. The thing about Too Deep was that it's completely and utterly removed from any communication or any general history of like rap music. They came out at a time where basically everyone was trying their hand at rap of a particular age, and there were just a bunch of rap records that came out through this period of time. They had a song called I Didn't Do My Homework, which was like a bit cheesy, but that was basically the introduction to them getting a full EP. It was also released as a single. But the EP contained this track called Simply Done, which was them and about 5 of their friends getting together and just recording a rap record. And motivated by the thought of rage, described exactly my emotion associated with this period of time in Australia. And I wanted to capture that element in words on this track to just represent the fact that there was a great degree of anger and frustration that motivated a lot of the musical development through Isle of the Apes. So in that regard, I think it's a good track to finish the Isle of the Apes recordings, these short funks. This is The Originator. hope you enjoyed the Originator. It's probably, well, it's got elements that could potentially been expanded upon, but I just wanted to put it out there as a collaboration. I really liked Turing's beat interpolation and that kind of stuff, so I also wanted to capture that as well. Tom Barbalet in San Jose, signing out.